going to break down the number one South Carolina women's basketball game against number 3 LSU. When you think top 3 matchup, you think it would be close? 88-64 in favor of South Carolina. Why am I not surprised? First of all, LSU scored 32 points in the first half, 15 in the first, 17 in the second quarter. Of course, 42 points for South Carolina, 24 in the first quarter, 18 in the second quarter. The second half, LSU allowed 46 points. 22 in the third, 24 in the fourth. And LSU scored 32 again. 16 apiece in the third and fourth quarters. LSU for the game didn't shoot the ball bad. 26 for 65, 40%, 1 for 5 on threes. They're not a 3-point shooting team, folks. It ain't the secret. 11 for 15 on free throws, 73.3%. Yeah, has to improve a little bit, but not bad. 25 rebounds, none of those offensive, 5 assists. They ain't going to get the job done. 6 steals, 6 blocks, so that's pretty impressive. But 4 of those came by Angel Reese. 9 turnovers and 21 fouls, and they only had 15 points off the bench. But really, it was just 2 players that were the offense today for LSU. Alexis Morris, she's been all over the place throughout her college career. She was at Baylor. She got suspended at Baylor the following year. But then she decided to move on. She had to move on because of some bad situation. And then she went to Rutgers from 2019 to 2020. Then A&M 1 year, and the last 2 years at LSU. Yeah. She reunited with her former coach. And what she did off the court was bad. I heard rumors that it was really, really bad at Baylor. What she did. And of course, we know Angel Reese was at Maryland. And so yeah. Of course, we'll see if she could. I don't know how old she is, but she isn't a draft pick, but this year. But if it's not this year, it's probably the following year. But those 2 combined for 49 points. That's not a lot of offense everywhere else. But South Carolina was just so too much. 45, 51 points off the bench. Wait a minute, that's not correct. Because it only shows 4 starters. ESPN got this wrong. I know they did. But either way, they had 5 double-digit scores for South Carolina in this game. Aaliyah Boston, of course, with 14. And Bria Beal with 11. Camila Cardoso with 18. Zia Cook with 17. Raven Johnson with 10. Yeah. They were too much to handle. Look, South Carolina's depth is better than LSU. South Carolina shot 57.4% from the field, 35 for 61 overall, 2 for 6 on threes. They're not a 3-point shooting team either. 16 for 28 on free throws, 51, 7.1%. That hasn't improved. But 43 rebounds, 14 of those offensive, 14 assists, 4 steals, 10 blocks, 12 turnovers, 18 fouls. I'm going to say this about LSU. They're fraudulent. You got to keep in mind, the last few weeks, they have struggled with unranked opponents. And they got lucky to win those games. They could have been upset. For example, Arkansas, their only ranked team that they dominated against, they didn't even dominate last time. They played against them. And they only won by 3. Tennessee, they kind of struggled with too. They only won by 8 points. And that's just one game. Georgia, by only 5 in overtime. They could have easily lost that game. Texas A&M on the road, and A&M is not even that good of a team. So, I knew. And here's another deal. 2 ranked opponents all year for LSU. And for a coach that I know, and she has said, in order to play the best, you got to be the best, you got to play the best. She's failed in that category this year. They're non-conference slate. Cupcake City. I mean, their strength of schedule's in the hundreds in the country. That is just bad. And the SEC is just down this year because really, after LSU and South Carolina, nobody is ranked. Nobody. What does remaining of the schedule have for LSU? I can guarantee this. No ranked opponents. You have Mississippi, Ole Miss, that's 19-5 at home. On the road to Florida, that's 14-11. On the road to Vanderbilt, that's 11-15. You shouldn't lose. Mississippi State, that's 18-7. So at home. So it's not really that terrible of a schedule. It's just you better beware of Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Florida on the road could be a little bit tricky, but I don't think you should lose that game. And also, I would suggest to everybody making brackets this year, do not put LSU in the Final Four. They're not battle tested enough. Even if they play South Carolina again in the SEC title game, that's only 3 ranked opponents. And I think because of this loss, and in my humble opinion, they should be out of top 5. No question about it. The margin of defeat is too much. Don't be shocked if they're out of top 10 either. But I wouldn't think they would be, but I'm just saying, you never know with these media people. And it just shows LSU's just fool's gold today. And I admit, I was laughing so hard when I saw this. That's coming from somebody that knows her and 2 of their staff and both of her kids. But strength of schedule matters. I knew. I've been saying this all along to all the Baylor fans that want to compare her to Nikki Collin. Look at the strength of schedule. Look at what Baylor's dealt with depleted roster, no Dre Edwards. That's the truth. And Asia Blackwell got hurt, and she's not been the same since, and she's not even playing right now. They would be a lot better than they are. And look, LSU's strength of schedule speaks for itself. I mean, that's why I say don't put them in the Final Four. There's better teams than them on defense, and they've been more battle tested. Now, South Carolina remaining of the schedule besides the SEC tournament. 14-11 Florida. On the road to Ole Miss, that's 19-5. On the road to Tennessee, that's 18-9. Georgia, 17-9 at home. This does affect the standings. Because we know South Carolina undefeated. 12-0. LSU 11-1. Tennessee 10-2. Ole Miss 8-3. Alabama 7-4. Mississippi State 7-5. Arkansas 6-6. Georgia 6-6. Missouri 4-8. Auburn 3-8. Florida 3-9. Kentucky 2-9. Vanderbilt 2-10. Texas A&M 1-11. Yet LSU struggled with them. That does not show to me that LSU's a for real team. And that's coming from somebody that, like I said, that knows a few staff members over there. I'm not sorry that they lost. Sorry that they lost, but I'm not sorry. You brought this upon yourself. I mean, your strength of schedule sucks. Sucked this year. If you want to be legitimately up there. In order to be the best, you got to play the best. That's just my deal. I'm going to check on the age on Angel Reese real fast. I know Aaliyah Boston's definitely WNBA bound. She's 20 years old. She's going to be 21 and on May 6th. That's before the W. I'm pretty sure that's the. I know you for sure have to. Yep. Of course, I was back 2 years ago. They have to be at least 22. So yeah, Angel Reese. I don't think she's gonna go to WNBA after this year, but you never know. I don't think she will. But I know down the line. But here's the deal: she's played against nobody, and she's had a double double every game until this one. Size matters. South Carolina has it, not LSU. I mean, not to say LSU doesn't, but look at the size advantage. And I would advise also that South Carolina is going to win it all. I'm calling my shot. They're going to go back to back. I mean, or win at least the last two, but they might have won previously. Yeah, they won. Yeah, they're going to go back to back. They won in 2017, but that's only the other time. So that's my advice. Yeah, Angel Reese can't be for sure in this draft coming up, but next year she will be. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit like and subscribe, and see you guys later. 500 subscribers that we're on the road to. Let's go.